prevent the hostile robot from reaching our base.
Request is
Robot is online. Disable it.
Hellstorm.
Hurrah. Hellstorm on standby. Hits. I.
What is going on, guys, over at the TSG community? This is Prodigy, and today I'm going to be going against the grain a little bit today and talking about why I feel like Call of Duty Ghosts 2 could potentially be a really good COD game. And first and foremost, obviously, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to Thunder for allowing me to upload this video to this channel. I think it's really awesome that he has this channel for us smaller YouTubers out there looking to get our voices heard. So obviously all thanks go to him and to you guys for watching and leaving feedback on this video. I genuinely appreciate that. But let's get into the topic of the video, guys. And obviously with Black Ops 3 already out there and already functioning and running and everything, it's been out a little over 2 months now. And people are already looking towards the future. What does Call of Duty 2016 hold in store for us? Is it going to be Modern Warfare 4 or is it going to be Ghost 2? What is Infinity Ward going to come up with? Personally, in my opinion, I feel like Infinity Ward is going to give us Ghost 2. I just feel like that's the direction that they're probably going to go in. It hasn't been confirmed yet or anything, but that's just what I feel is going to happen. And I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. And let me explain to you guys why. So, a lot of guys like to hate on Ghost. It was the worst COD game ever, myself included, because I did not enjoy Call of Duty Ghost that much. I just found it got boring really, really fast, and there was just some things in the game I didn't like, which led to me not really playing it that much. It just wasn't fun. But just because of that does not mean that Call of Duty Ghost 2, should they choose to release it, could not be a great game. And let me explain to you guys why. So, first off, I think we can all agree that Infinity Ward made one of the worst Call of Duty games with Call of Duty Ghosts. But that can be also used to their advantage because they made one of the worst Call of Duty games with Call of Duty Ghosts. They see what they've done. They saw the reaction to it from the community. Do you really think that they're going to make the same mistakes that they made in Call of Duty Ghosts in Call of Duty Ghosts 2? I doubt it. I think that they will make a lot of changes to appeal to the community so that it will be a great game. Now, could they mess it up a second time? Absolutely. But I would like to think that they could learn from their mistakes. So, personally, here's some things that I feel were wrong or that made the game bad, in my opinion, in Call of Duty Ghosts originally. And that is, first and foremost, the kill streaks or score streaks or whatever were very underwhelming. They weren't that great to me. None of them really got me excited to get, aside from maybe the Juggernaut Maniac. That was really fun to use. But other than that, I would say the streaks were underwhelming. The prestige system was weird. You got the different soldiers that you had to level up separately, and you could always go back. It was just weird to me and kind of defeated the purpose of prestige, which was starting over, and you never really started over when you prestiged in Ghost. So I just thought it was kind of weird. Squad points were stupid. You basically just I had like 4,000 squad points in Ghost just because of playing a lot, and you just rack them up and you have basically every gun unlocked, so they're kind of pointless. I didn't like the perk system or the specialist system with that. The perks were in themselves good, but you had the certain amount of slots with them. I prefer to just give your three default perks, and pro perks are another thing I like, but I haven't seen in a while since Modern Warfare 3, I believe. But I would like to see pro perks return. That's kind of unrelated, but just as a side note. And like I said, the specialist system in Ghosts was kind of bad. It wasn't anything like Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 did it best. So I think if they are going to implement a specialist system, they need to make it like Modern Warfare 3. But obviously, the biggest problem that was in Ghost, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree, were the maps. Now, the maps in Call of Duty Ghosts were just bad. It's not that they looked bad. It's not that they were, terrible maps in themselves. but they don't belong in a Call of Duty game. Call of Duty maps. Call of Duty is supposed to be a fast-paced game, and because of that, the maps are designed in a way in which they flow. They have a certain type of playstyle that you need to use to play them. That kind of encourages players to play, fast like the game is meant to be played. But because the maps in Ghost had absolutely no flow, it encouraged people to camp a lot. The games dragged on forever. It was really slow, and it was just boring. I found myself getting bored a lot while playing Call of Duty Ghosts because it was not my type of game. So and aside from that, the game looked really dull and boring. Like the graphics weren't great, the colors were kind of bland, and it didn't look appealing. So I mean, all of these things combined together, Ghost was just really not one of my preferred Call of Duty games. I spent most of my time playing Modern Warfare 2 and 3 and Black Ops 2 because they were just so much better than Ghosts. And like I said, one of the worst Call of Duty games next to Advanced Warfare, in my opinion. But, however, there were some good things in Ghost, and these are major things. The good things in Ghost was the first Call of Duty game that really gave you some customization with your character, and it was cool. It wasn't much, especially compared to what we have now, but they definitely did get the ball rolling with the customizations. You could get the little sniper suit. They had different little outfits and even some DLC outfits, I believe. Secondly, the hit detection in Ghost was phenomenal. It was unlike any other Call of Duty game I've experienced. I never really had a whole lot of moments in the game where I felt like the hit detection was screwing me over out of my kills or anything, because all of my bullets seemed like they were registering. I don't really recall any moments where I felt like the hit detection was off. So that is definitely a good thing in a Call of Duty game. And another thing is they had some pretty fun and unique game modes. I remember one of my favorite ones in Ghost was Reinforce, which was kind of like a mixture of search and destroy and domination. I don't know if you guys ever played it, but I really like that game mode. I would like to see it return, and it doesn't have to be Ghost 2 in any other Call of Duty game, because I think that was really a fun addition to the game. And lastly, I think a lot of you would agree that snipers were not crazy overpowered in Call of Duty Ghost 2 as compared to the infamous Black Ops 2 with the DSR and Ballista Maniacs running around everywhere. But snipers for the most part seem pretty balanced in Ghost to me. Of course people could still quickscope in the game, but it wasn't a huge deal. So overall, if Infinity Ward can do just a few key things like design maps that flow, they should take a page out of Treyarch's book and start designing some 3-lane maps. That way they have better flow, they're not too campy, and it's able to keep up the pace of the game so that it moves the way it's supposed to. Learn from Treyarch, design maps that flow, fix the kill streaks, which, I'm not too worried about them being able to fix the kill streaks. This is Infinity Ward that we're talking about, the guys who brought us the infamous Tactical Nuke, the best kill streak of all time. So I'm confident that they could bring us some pretty good streaks. And if they could fix all the other small issues that I talked about earlier, then we could have a potentially very good Call of Duty game coming to us in 2016. Now, am I saying that this will be a great Call of Duty game or the best Call of Duty of all time? Absolutely not. We obviously have no idea at this point. Could they absolutely screw everything up, making this whole commentary pointless? Absolutely. Anything is possible at this point, really. This is really just me speculating and saying that Call of Duty Ghost 2 has the potential to be a really good Call of Duty game if they're smart and if they're able to learn from their past mistakes. Then they have the potential to do something great. So that's pretty much wraps up my commentary for this video. If you enjoyed it, which I hope you did, feel free to leave a like on the video, check out my channel, check out some of my other videos. I really appreciate that. And if you didn't like it, that's cool too. You could drop some feedback in the comments below. But that's all I got for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, thank you to Thunder for letting me upload this video. And thank you to you guys for taking the time to watch this video. You guys are awesome. Once again, this is Prodigy, and I'm out.